We'll just wait here. I think we're live on YouTube. Here we go. Okay, so then we're gonna go like this. And then where's your phone?
I'll just put mine right here when I go live. I'll
Okay.
just put it right there. I'll wait till you hit all the buttons.
All right.
Yeah, see, we're centered. Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, people. I'm messing up things. I'm going to just put the iPad back here, okay? Sorry.
We're not professional yet.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're working on our professionalism.
So sorry. We're trying to get both of us in.
Because we got complaints last week and we only saw half of us half the
Yeah,
time.
so it's hard. But I think, yeah, we're in both. We'll just kind of step over each other.
Okay, hi. Welcome to Energized Motherhood. If you hear a child talking he is
Right there.
He is watching you, but
He's
not
literally
watching you. But he is in a bumbo joining us in our summer planning episode. So we got so much great feedback last week about schedules, and I love that lots of you are reaching out and talking about
how to schedule
and working through some of your stuff. And I feel like that's what it takes. It's like a work through, a fail, a grow, a learn, and then, you keep moving. So that's the best part about it. So we've expressed that we like to live life together. We create a lot of, we help our kids learn how to almost be
coexisting with one another.
Yeah, almost like siblings.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say they fight like siblings.
They
do. Yeah, in a good way.
They call each other family friends,
which is really sweet.
Yes,
especially when they're referring to who they're going to marry and telling their entire class, who now knows. Well, I'm marrying my family friend. Well, you can't marry your family. Well, he's my family friend. Anyways, not important. We'll deal with that in a different episode.
But we were thinking, how are we going to schedule our summer? Because this is actually the first year that both of us are home full time with our kids over the summer. Yeah. And so they're going to be present and they're not going to be going to a lot of camps. So how are we, because we're both on a budget, so it's like, how are we going to keep them busy and make it fun?
Yeah. And plus I have a new baby who is going to be in the thick of like
all of it.
Going to 2 naps and doing all the things. So
we have to be creative. So we were already coming off of like talking about, routines and plans the last 2 weeks. And then we were personally talking about making a summer calendar. And we said, well, why don't we just talk about it this week? Because everybody is getting ready for summer.
So I'm like a big tradition. I really like traditions that I'm like, oh, we're doing it again this year. That like really fills my cup. It's actually creepy. So sometimes, and we'll talk about this, traditions take intentionality. They're not something that just come naturally and then you do them. You have to make sure you do them all the time to make it a tradition. And so I was thinking about summer and I was thinking about this thing and I was thinking about how like kids are super visual and they want to be a part of all the summer. And they're always asking like, well, is it Wednesday or is it Thursday? Is it Sunday? And they're always asking what day it is. And so I thought, what if we created this board that we use for the summer? So we created a summer 2019 board. We both have one. They actually look exactly the same. But with space, okay? Because the goal is, as we're doing these traditions, as we're doing these fun things, we're going to print out photos and add them, okay? And then they can, maybe they're going to have a play date with a certain friend from school. We're going to pencil that in. Different things so that we can then take this and go put this in the playroom or go put this in the garage or wherever. And we kind of have this like really fun memory board of what we did in our summer. And I just think it's really like a neat way of showing kids, okay, we're going to have a key down here. Right now, this is just everybody in the family in case they have something specific. But then we're going to talk about all the different things that we're going to make specific for the actual day of the week.
And this isn't a calendar for her and I, it's a calendar for the kids. So it's something that they get to go refer to and get excited about, especially if you have older kids. Like mine's turning 8 next month. And so when we were making it, Kim commented like, oh, we're going to have one more line that has one number. And I said, but I have an 8-year-old who's going to correct me.
Tell mom she doesn't know how to make calendars.
Yeah, mom doesn't know how to make calendars. And so I have to be very detailed for that kid because I'm going to try to make it also a learning opportunity, because just because summer is out, they still need to keep learning so they're ready for the next year.
And I will have a boy going into TK. So we'll have, between the two of us, we'll have 4 kids plus a baby.
Yep.
So we're just missing one. He's going to go to preschool. He gets better.
Yeah. So we have 4 kids to keep busy.
Yeah.
And so we came up, here's mine. Mine is just like, so you see that it's just like hers. We added birthdays too. And I also added the last day of school.
And the first day of school.
And the first day of school. I have 10 weeks, guys. I got to figure out 10 weeks of handling children. But we were talking like, what could we do every day that could be fun? So they know what they're going to anticipate each week. So Monday, sorry, I got to get my notes.
And one fun thing we're going to add, we're going to go to Michael's and get some stickers. So part of the key will be a book, something from the beach.
We should find glasses for the tourists.
The touristy date, like touristy stickers. And then
we'll find like a grown-up person sticker.
You're like cleaning supplies or something.
So I'll go over those days. So Monday, we decided that was going to be library day. And so we're going to go between the 2 of our houses, because we live 20 minutes apart from each other, that there's a lot of public libraries that we can hit up. So each Monday morning, we will meet because, let's be real, they need to get out in the morning. My kids will get super restless and attitudes begin. So, and this plan is to get us out of the house in the morning time.
And just in case you're new to libraries, I find this very fascinating. Most of your libraries, if you live in a big city like we do, you can bring your books back to any different library. So this gives like teaching my 4-year-old some responsibility that he has to bring his book back the following Monday.
Yep.
Yeah.
So library will be Monday. And we're going to go to different libraries. We'll pack a lunch, because then there's some libraries that have outside places where we can then go have lunch together and share our books and encourage the reading aspect. Tuesdays, I called it Kimmy Day because my family will be coming to Kim's house, because that's the day that we do Energetic Motherhood. And this is our working day for her.
Plus we have a pool.
Yep.
And so we have big kids and a big like kid area. So they can go with the walkie-talkies.
Yep.
They can play. They'll be outside the whole day.
The whole day.
Yeah.
And we'll have lunch here, and then we'll go home. And then Wednesday, because we live in San Diego, we will make it a beach day. If you don't live in San Diego, like for instance, my Arizona friends, you would make this a pool day. And so where you would get together with friends and you would go to that friend's pool. If you have a pool, you guys could take turns going to each other's pool. So for us, we're going to go to the beach, and that's where, we'll go and have our morning there, and then we'll have lunch there, and then we'll pack it up.
And I'm actually going to find someone, I know the gal that helps with Brooks, she's going to come and watch him that day, because I love taking babies to the beach, but I like staying longer with the big kids. And that will be my intentional, like, it's mom, me, Carter, and Avery day. Yep. So that will be fun, and he'll just be taken care of, and away he goes.
Thursday is going to be tourist day for us because we live in San Diego. So we're going to go do fun, different things. So like the zoo, we have a downtown water park that I just love, and that's a fun thing. So we're going to look at different things that
there's free. Sometimes they do free museums. Yep. We'll do different splash pads.
Everything's on a budget.
Yeah, so it won't be things that cost money.
So if you don't live in San Diego, go look up splash pads that you could go to in your neighborhood. Something that's fun that you can do in your area that doesn't cost money. And that could be your tourist day, where you're being a tourist of your own town. Friday we called Grown-Up Day. Mm-hmm. This is going to be where we will not see each other on that day. We're going to break up on Fridays. And we're going to stay home. And this is where we're going to be doing chores, because that's our day where we meal prep and we go get groceries and we get ready for the next week. And we're going to also teach our kids how to do that, and also how to pick up the house. So that's a great chore day for them. Yeah. Another thing that I was telling her that I'm going to implement is called summer rules. I saw this, and then I also remembered seeing this when I was in ministry, just because it's something that it's like a contract with your kids, and it's just something that holds them responsible. So it's called Summer Rules. It says, you can literally Google it, Summer Rules for your kids. It says, have you made your bed, brushed your teeth, brushed your hair, gotten dressed, and had breakfast? And there's little lines under each, and the kid has to chalk it off. Plus, did you do 20 minutes of reading, 20 minutes of writing or coloring, clean up one room in the house, played outside for 20 minutes or more? If you can get and stay out there longer, that's a huge win. Build or made something creative, or help someone in the family. Once that list is got check marks, they then can use electronic. But all those things have to get checked off. So I was telling Kim that I was going to print a bunch for the whole summer. So every day they got a fresh sheet, and it was something new. Or I might laminate it, so then we
can wipe it. Yeah,
wipe
that might
it.
be easier.
That might be more.
And we make it big.
Yeah, that might be more easier and fun for the kids. And then you can hang it on your fridge.
And if you want that, just let us know, and we can
send it to you. I just like that because you're fine. My kids love checking things off. I might actually put it on their bedroom doors. My kids love going to the doors to do things.
I know, it's very strange.
Yeah, so I might do that on their door, have it laminated and stuck on the door for them. And then every night that could be set. They have to clean it because my kid's 8, so he's into electronics right now, and so that's going to have to be something I need to kind of negotiate with. And I'm also going to do an educational tub. My teacher side's going to come out. The Dollar Tree, we all have one, has great resources. And so, especially during the summer, because honestly, that's when all the teachers go shopping. So I would hit up a Dollar Tree and stock up with stuff. Even if you have a 4-year-old, it's a great time to still do stuff with them. And yes. I'm going to make an educational tab where it's stuff in there that they need to go grab in, so that when it's like Kim, for instance, has nap time, that's a great time for her to do her educational time, because she needs the house to be a little bit more quiet than loud while Brooke's sleeping. Mine could be called our rest time, where we're going to rest, relax our bodies, and it's time for educational time. I will make mine and get it together and try to bring it maybe next week. I'll work on that so you can kind of see what one looks like and different supplies that you can have in there. Because there's a lot of ways that you can get creative with manipulatives and using household goods that you already have in your house, like muffin tins and stuff like that.
So maybe also the pre-K, the kindergarten, and then there's, I think they're that one. I think it's that big one down below. No, I think it's that one. Yep. These are also really great to get. And my gosh, if you have a child going into pre-K, or you have one, I don't know where the kindergarten one is, but
you can find these on Amazon, or if you have a Costco carries these during the summer too, along with sight word books. I saw those.
Bob Books in general is phenomenal. If you have someone who's learning to read, like I will get so Avery's job this summer is basically to teach her brother how to read, because she is a great reader. She's going to teach him how to do that. So they're going to take those Bob books. So if you're looking for like where to start on reading, we started the summer before kindergarten, and it was so good for her. So that will be kind of her job this summer.
Even if you want to start teaching reading, start with sight words and get the kindergarten sight words. You can get those anywhere on Amazon. If you have a boy, I would stick them on a window. I know that sounds crazy, and get a Nerf gun. And what we do is Costume would have to shoot up the word, and the word that it stuck by, he had to practice that word. And it made it fun for a boy. Tinley, she doesn't really, she just likes to practice. And then I would lead into the books, those Bob books. First, work on sight words, because you don't want them to get frustrating with reading. The moment they get frustrating, they're not going to want to do it. So if you start with sight words and make it fun, that's a great thing to do during educational time. Someone asked, how long is rest time? For my kids, mine are older, I do anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour. So that will be where they're working on this tub at the table, on the floor. I'm going to designate a room for this so they can switch between the table or go to the floor. And that will be that room. So we're changing up the room. And it's going to be where we can't have access to the TV.
Yeah.
So I might take them outside.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you have a table outside, you could put it outside. But it's this bin you just grab, and it's like, okay, today we're doing this, and away we go. And then, of course, if you have younger kids, you can make the, what are they called? The bins, the feely.
Warm fuzzies?
No, it's like sensory bins. So you can make sensory bins that, only come out during this time. I think what we're getting at here for you.
Don't bring these out until that time.
Yes, is don't let whatever, like maybe you even have like a Lego tub that you only bring out during a certain time. I think the best way, and yes, be whimsical in your summer and enjoy every little minute of it and rest and rejuvenate, but also don't do things that are gonna help you not be crazy and help your kids not be crazy.
And it keeps your schedule. You need to keep a schedule still during the summer. Speaking from a teacher's perspective, because then when school starts, it's a whole different ballgame of getting them back on a school schedule. And you want to keep them busy because they're gonna get bored, and then that creates behavioral decline.
Yeah, no, totally. You need to come up with. You just want to avoid, and maybe have some rules when it comes to like. Even, I know this sounds crazy, but have consequence rules. If you're unkind to each other, you guys, you do what works in your house, but don't let, just because it's summer, be the reason all of a sudden you just let them all of a sudden speak unkindly to each other or use potty words or whatever rules are in your house.
Everything stays the same.
But I would have like a sit down and let them know, like, these are the things that are consequences. You do this, you're out, like if you're throwing a fit, you're in your room, whatever things you still have, let them know that just because this is fun and exciting, we're still going to be respectful and we're still going to follow the fruit of the spirits, and we're still going to be kind humans to one another. So,
there's VBSs around town that you can find that are some you do have to pay and some are free. So if you're on a budget, look for those free ones. Ask your friends that have older kids and be like, hey, I'm looking for a VBS. Where can I go? I am in charge of my kids' school's garden. And so when school's out, we have to still go to school to take care of the garden. So that will also be part of our summer rules. Is one of our steps is going to be checking on the garden. So I'm just big about keeping our routine the same because it just makes my life easier. And I need it to be easier so that we all get along.
Yes.
Because I'll get along. You could do movie days where if you have the financial means to go to a movie, go to the movie.
The right age kids.
At the right age kids.
Yes.
Go see a movie with your kids. Make that part of your movie. There's even cheap movie days.
And if you go like around 11 or something like that. So
yeah, look into that and do movie dates.
Utilize your friends. Like maybe we notice all of a sudden that Tenley's having a really rough week or something, or Avery's having a really rough week. And I say, hey, listen, why don't you just take off with Tenley? You go on Kimmy's day and I've got the kids and we'll just be here. You go and have some intentional time with her. Mm-hmm. And then that way you're also utilize your friends to make sure that you can have that specific time with your kids so that maybe once a week or whatever, maybe once every 2 weeks you're switching off. And so then that way you're kind of getting, not only are they getting mom for summer, but then they're getting a little bit of alone time with mom, which I think, or maybe you even have that during the week, week nights, okay, sweetie, 3 times, maybe once a week, it's this person's day. Actually, I heard something the other day that I really liked that I think I want to implement coming once these kids are once he's a little more structured. The day of the month that they're born is their day to go out with the parent.
Oh, that's
so cool. Avery's birthday is on the 28th. So the 28th of June, maybe not her actual birthday, but July 28th, she gets to pick what she wants to do. And we go, we kind of do that as individual with alone time with her. Mm-hmm. And I think that's really cool. And maybe it's even me, her and dad.
Yeah. And you get a babysitter.
So we get a babysitter because I just think that that's something
they never get the two parents anymore.
No, it's always one or the other. Yeah.
I think we should do that.
I think we should
too. We should just trade off kids.
Yeah. We'll just trade off kids.
Yeah.
Because I just think that, it's funny, we say let's be intentional and let's go on dates with Avery or let's go on dates with Carter. But then guess what happens? 3 months go by. And it's versus once a month, on their day. We all have different days except for James, but that's okay. I don't think James counts. Do we count? Do we get our day? We just do whatever we want on our day.
I know
mine's on the 31st.
Mine's on a Wednesday.
I don't even get anything.
Mine's on a Wednesday.
No, but I mean like the next month.
Oh,
and the next month.
yeah.
And the next month.
Mine's after 4th of July.
Well, anyway, so this is how we plan to be intentional with our summer.
This is something you even make ahead of time. We both said like
Yeah.
next year we'll do this maybe in
the first quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and look at it so that when right now we're trying to rush and get it done and get signed up. We're going to have our kids go to swim camp.
Yeah.
And
swim lessons.
Swim lessons.
Yeah.
And so that's something we're investing in because we want them to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
And so that's something that we're doing. So we wish we would have planned a little bit ahead because now we're trying to scramble to make it fit. And then we're seeing what's left
Yeah,
on
we're getting
our
the
schedule.
slim pickings
Yeah.
of camps as well.
Yeah.
And I think if you do it earlier on, like if you do it first quarter, so this goes back to Organized Chaos days, first quarter, you have in there summer camps, and financially, I'm putting out some money in January, February, March to sign up for some summer camps because I know that when we sat down, we had 3 camps that we were going to do. We signed them up, and they were all sold out. So those are out.
I'm just starting this new thing. I'm following Budget Mom on Instagram. Highly recommend it. And she calls it the fun envelope. And so that's where camps go, baseball funds, anything that is requiring extra money. She saves that through the whole year. So she's always putting money into it for the whole year so that when it comes to that time again, when I have to pay for baseball, that money's there. Back to school supplies. She even talked about summer camps and even fun spending money for the summer.
Right. Like these,
Where last minute, maybe a kid gets invited to go somewhere. We can give him money. Oh, hey, go to the movies with your friends. Let's take it out of the fun fund. The fun fund.
The fun fund.
Sorry.
That's actually really hard to say. Oh, and barfing. Sorry, the story of this life.
Camp planned out of the door. Poor kids. Bug week. And
that's cute.
Take a day and plan activities. That's a great idea. So she was saying that
you almost make your own camp.
Yeah, she makes her own camp. So they're doing bug week, and each week a friend takes on and does something different. It's a great idea. Where do you live?
She doesn't live near us.
Dang
I
it.
wish we did. We would have way too much fun. But another thing, like fun, like hikes. You know, depends. Unless you live in Arizona, then I wouldn't.
Yeah, you don't want to go
or any of those hot
in the summer,
humid places.
Yeah, and if you're an Arizona person and you haven't lived there your whole life, please reach out to me. Was raised there. I have many ideas on how I was kept busy during the summer. That when I moved here, that was probably one of the biggest questions I got was like, what did you do over the summer? My mom had us busy. We did a lot of things. And so there is things that you can do. So I would love to share. So just reach out and I will help you with that. All right. I have to wrap this up because I got to go teach.
Gotta go teach garden.
Gotta go teach those kids how to garden.
All right, friends. Well, thank you so much. Remember, please share. We are trying to grow. I actually mentioned this in my stories this morning. Once we have 10 episodes, we are going to start our podcast.
Yep.
So we're hoping to get onto iTunes, but the more followers we have, obviously, the better it will be for us. And the more we will be wanting to keep moving forward and doing all the things. So yes, please share. Please tell your friends. Energize. Oh, we never did it.
I know. Energized
Motherhood.
There you go.
Okay, well, have a great day.
Have a
and
great time.
if you guys make one of these, can you
share
tag us and then tag
it,
us
please.
Energized Motherhood on Instagram
so we can share the ideas. We might get ideas from you.
Yeah. So please, if you
please share.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye. Ow.
We're just going this.
End.